Everybody, it's Keith Saarloos, and welcome to your 2026 Springtime Allocation, one of my favorite allocations of the year. As you can see behind me, spring has sprung. Each one of these vines is growing like crazy. Life is flooding in from the roots, and every one of these vines is growing about an inch a day. So, by the next time you see me, all of this will be filled in. We'll have fruit everywhere, and we will be getting ready for harvest. It happens so fast and it's so beautiful, I can hardly take it in. This allocation, we're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna show you how to fix your mental health in about 15 minutes. My son and I spent a little bit of time together this last week, and we totally unplugged. We unplugged from everything. No phones, no scrolling, no anything. We were just present with each other. The big problem that we have in this world today is convenience. We can order food on DoorDash, we can do all of our banking on our phone, we can watch a movie, we can stream it from anywhere. And we took that convenience and we made it a part of our everyday lives. But the truth of the matter is, what we're really looking for is community, to being present, to putting all of that stuff away, to untying us from all the little bits that are stealing our attention everywhere, and focusing on one person at one time, just together. We have three wines in this allocation. We have Mom, we have Dad, and we have Soulmates. This allocation is meant to be consumed over the next 3 months. We have Mother's Day coming up. We have Father's Day coming up. And with Soulmates, find the perfect night to sit down with someone you love, open a bottle, disconnect from everything, and be 100% present with them. The beauty of a bottle of wine is that there's 4 glasses inside of each bottle. You can share 2 glasses with one person, or if you have 4 people, everybody gets a glass of their own. In the upcoming allocation, we have this wine that we made specifically for Mom. Mom is a Grenache Blanc. It's one of the most beautiful wines in the world. Most people know wine or a white wine from Chardonnay, but we like to describe Chardonnay as the girl who peaked in high school. Chardonnay is beautiful, but it's oaky and buttery and creamy. It's kind of like Starbucks, where they tell you about the flavors they put on top of the coffee and not the coffee itself. Grenache Blanc is the white wine everybody should be drinking. It completely reminds me of my mother. My mom was a 4-sport varsity athlete. She was a cheerleader. She was the it girl. My dad literally had to wait 6 weeks to get a date with my mom. My mom is the greatest human that I have ever met. She has defeated cancer twice and is currently battling it for a 3rd time. Grenache Blanc is her in a bottle. It's not asking for attention. It's not the wine that you find on a grocery store shelf. It's special, it's unique, and it's rare. There's only 266 total acres of Grenache planted in all of the United States. And it is the wine that when you taste it as a grape, right on the vine, it tastes almost identical to what we have inside of the bottle. The second wine, Dad, or Mourvedre, is a big, beautiful, rambunctious wine. Mourvedre is kind of the backbone of all the GSMs, Grenache, Syrahs, Mourvedres. It is the hook, it is the backbone of all the wines of Châteauneuf-du-Pape. It is almost impossible to find a 100% Mourvedre anywhere else in the world. But every year we make a wine dedicated to my dad, the backbone of our family, the one who taught us how to live, taught us how to work, taught us how to be the man that we are today, to put other people in front of you, to step back from the spotlight and let other people shine. But in this wine, we have a wine 100% built for that person who puts the whole world on their back, who goes to work every day quietly, who actually pushes your life forward. An old farmer friend of mine said it to me. He goes, you know, if you do better in life, your life doesn't get easier, but your family sure does. And I always think about that when I open a bottle of Mourvedre. The third wine we have is called Soulmates. Soulmates is another very, very rare wine. It's one of these only wines that we make where we bring Syrah from right here on this hillside and Cab from our other vineyard and bring them together. So 2 totally different histories, 2 totally different backgrounds that when they come together, it's like chocolate and peanut butter. When we bring them together, we create something bigger, bolder, more beautiful than either one on itself. And we name it Soulmates after my parents, because any great marriage is 50-50. And that's the exact blend of this wine this year. 50% Syrah, 50% Cabernet. And when we bring it together, it's like bringing two distinct histories and backgrounds and creating something that is just one wine with two different souls, just like a marriage. So one of the most beautiful things about wine, has been a connector. It has been communion. It has been community for thousands of years. So let me ask you a question. When is the last time that you have totally disconnected and focused and brought yourself into community just with the people who are there with you? You're not looking at your phone. You're not thinking about being somewhere else. You're not thinking of something you're going to do. A time when you are fully present. And that is the whole point of opening a bottle of wine. Because everything in this world is you putting your finger on the fast forward button, thinking about tomorrow, worrying about tomorrow, thinking about every decision you've ever made in the past that have led you to today and every decision you're going to make in the future. It is absolutely overwhelming. You can drink a cocktail, you can drink anything else, but those are personal. I have this drink, you have your drink, you're having your own little personal life, I'm having my own personal life. But when you open a bottle of wine, the whole point of wine is community. It's coming together and saying, we're going to taste the exact same thing from the same bottle at the exact same time. And I've always found that you open a bottle of wine, a good bottle of wine, when you wish the night would never end. So one of the things I've done lately, and one of the things I've been thinking about, is how messy wine is. When you look at this vineyard, you see beautiful things, but it's nothing but work. We are trying to force these vines into order. We're trying to take chaos and give it order. So all the vines that you see behind us won't make their way to your table for another 3 to 4 years. Wine takes time. Beautiful wine takes a lot of time. One of the things I've been doing when I drink a bottle of wine is I reset who I am. I go back to the 1980s, right? When we didn't have phones, when we weren't being pulled in billions of different directions and being force-fed news all times. And I think about what year that wine was picked, how it took 2 years into a barrel, another year in bottle, and then maybe I'm going to drink it 4, 5, 6 years later. The whole point of this allocation is to drink these wines within the next 3 months with very specific people. I want you to drink mom with your mom, with someone who poured unconditional love upon you. And if you didn't have that kind of mom, pick the person who did. Open that bottle with them. Say, I wanted to bring this and I wanted to drink it with you. Use it as a blessing. Make their day by saying, I thought of you with this wine. Dad, do the exact same thing. Go out, leave your phone inside the house, say, hey, come on, I want to open this with you. Bring a gift. Show them that they're special, that their attention, that you want to spend the most valuable resource that anybody has in this world, which is time, with them, uninterrupted. Open the bottle, pour them a nice glass, sit back, and ask them questions. One of the things I've been doing over the last 100 days is this very ambitious group project. And the truth of the matter is, this very ambitious group project absolutely changed my life. It makes me think about being in the moment. It makes me think about being present. It makes me think about doing good for others more than myself. To sit back and to hit the pause button and open a bottle of wine, go back in time and think about everything that's happened since then. So when you're drinking a wine like Mom from 2024, or you're drinking Dad or Soulmates from 2023, what you're really doing is you are time traveling back to a location, a place, back years ago, and opening that bottle from that time, that place, that moment. So many times in our life, we think in our brains and we take a picture so we can remember a moment. The fact of the matter is, wine is a living embodiment of a place, a time, and the moment you open it to share it with someone else. Before we begin any of this, I wanted to say thank you to you specifically, because you are supporting this family farm. When you buy a bottle of wine from Saarloos & Sons, you're buying something that's different than anything else in the world, because wine is not a beverage. We are basically a glorified farm stand. all the work that we're doing out here each and every day, every time we drive a tractor up each and every one of these hills, it is dangerous, it is scary, and we're kind of taking our lives in our own hands in order to grow the world's most perfect grape. Because you can only make a great wine from a perfect grape. You can make a bad wine from a great grape, but the only way you can make a truly spectacular wine is to start with truly spectacular grapes. Because our wines are not made in a winery. We're not buying fruit from anywhere else. All the wines that you get from us, we planted, we farm, we make, we design the labels, I update the websites, I shoot these videos. Everything is 100% from our plow to your porch. And the first time anyone ever touches our wine that isn't a Saarloos is when we put it on a FedEx truck, sending it to your home. So I just want to say, from me to you, you are supporting a small family farm. This is what we have given our lives to. And because of you, it is worth it. Because in the big scheme of things, there are huge corporations, there are huge companies, and we are too small to fail. So every time you buy a bottle of wine from Saarloos & Sons, you are supporting a multi-generational dream. And I can't thank you enough for your support. So we're back here in our tasting room in the Holy of Holies, where if you want to book this room, I'll sit down with you and pour every single one of these wines. Just book it online and I'll make it happen. So now we're going to talk about these 3 wines, 2 people, 1 soul. The very first wine, this is Mom. This is our Grenache Blanc. And on the label, you see this picture of my mom, Linda Saarloos. My mom is the greatest human on the planet, and I think this photo absolutely embodies this wine. I took this picture at the Fiesta Rodeo, sitting in the stands, I think on a flip phone. And the truth of the matter is, that is my mom in a nutshell. Sitting there, arms crossed, super fan, super spectator. She makes every single game. She watches every single TCU game. She is there to watch people compete at the highest level. My mom is one of those people that when you meet her, you know that she is rare. Like one of those rare people that you don't come across very often. Grenache Blanc is kind of that. Grenache Blanc is one of the most unique and special white grapes on the planet. You won't find it in the grocery store. You won't find it on wine lists because there's just honestly not very much of it. There's 266 total acres in the United States, as opposed to Chardonnay, who has millions of tons picked every year. So that's kind of like the difference between saying like women and mom. Grenache Blanc, this is our 2004. We bottled it in 2005. It is ready to go now. The best way I can describe this wine is like hanging out with my mom. My mom treats the Queen of England and her neighbor exactly the same. She is unconditional in her love. That's what I think about every time we open a bottle of Grenache Blanc. This is the wine we drink every single day in our house. There's always an open bottle. We are always sipping on it. Just like my mom, she comes over to our house. She is the most beautiful person to hang out with. If you are 5 years old or you are 80 years old, you love my mom. The beauty of this wine is it's not a wine that is widespread. It's not like hearing a song on a radio. This is much more like hearing a song in a small little band that nobody's ever heard of, but it is the song that moves your soul. One of the things I want to point out with all of our wines, they're all estate. And I want to take this little moment to tell you what estate means. It means we did not buy this fruit. We planted it, we grew it, we picked it, we made it. And this bottle, this whole bottle, from the beginning of its life to sitting here on our table right now, has traveled a total of 4 miles in its lifespan. So one of the things I'm very proud of with all of our wines, when you think about wines or you think about products that are made, they could be made 3/4 of the way around the world, and all of the products and all of the energy that it takes to get those things there, to manufacture them, to ship them all the way over here in a container, to then to be shipped to a distribution center, to be shipped to a store so that eventually you buy it. It could be thousands and thousands of miles. This wine was grown in our home and has traveled 4 miles since we made it. And that is our Grenache Blanc. That's my mom, the world's greatest woman. One of the things, I wasn't going to mention this, but if you've ever met Linda Saarloos is the toughest person you have ever met. My mom has beat cancer twice. She beat cancer once when I was in high school. The second time she beat it 20 years ago. And today she's battling it for the third time. The truth of the matter is you would never know it because she's out walking 6-8 miles a day. She's asking people what they need. She is baking bread for other people. She's making lasagnas and delivering them to teams. My mom is the embodiment of you before me. She wants to fill your cup before she fills her own. And in all honesty, one of the greatest things I've learned from my mom is unconditional love. And when you pour this wine into someone else's glass and they enjoy it, in all honesty, you're sharing it with them, but you're also feeding your soul. Open this bottle with your mom. Tell her how much you love her. Tell her how grateful you are for all the things that she's done in your life that you love, that you care about. The only thing any parent wants is a great relationship and a little appreciation. And the one thing I've learned from my mom is that when you love other people, when you pour out into them, it just comes back 100-fold. So bring this bottle to someone who has shown you unconditional love. Open it, sit, ask them questions, hear their stories, let them pour into you. Show them the appreciation that maybe you don't say every day, but they absolutely deserve. And that's our mom, that's our Grenache Blanc. Wine number 2, Dad. I took this photo of my dad about 7 years ago. You can look on the clock, it's about 6:30 in the morning. I just remember that day I was in a bad mood. And my dad saw my truck over at the Longhorn Coffee Shop a few miles from here and came in like a bear running through a forest, sat down with me, said, I'll have what he's having, and just sat across from me and said, how's it going? I said, it's not that great of a day. What I'll remember about that morning was my dad jumped in the hole with me. He made me laugh. He told me great stories. He hung out and he dug me out of the hole. I can't even tell you what I was upset about that day. But by the end of it, I was glad that my dad stopped by and shared his time with me. I love this photo because when I think of my dad, I think of this photo. This wine is Mourvedre. Mourvedre is a very special and unique wine. It is the problem child of wines. It ripens late, if at all. It's very, very specific. What I love about Mourvedre is it is usually the backbone in other wines. So whenever you drink a wine from, say, Châteauneuf-du-Pape, it's Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre, the GSM. The Mourvedre is the backbone of the Grenache and the Syrah. I think of my dad as the backbone of our family. He was a very big tree. And with my brother and I, we have the Grenache and the Syrah, and Dad has always been the backbone. By the time you watch this movie, it has been 6 years that we've had to say goodbye to him. And the beauty of saying goodbye to someone, if there is beauty, is you realize how much they meant to you. You realize how special they were, how they influenced your life, how with them being gone, the ache remains. And that's what grief is. Grief is really just love echoing. When I open a bottle of this, I always open it with a friend or someone I care about or a mentor that I want to open something incredibly special and tell them about my dad. I want to tell them how special this bottle is for me. And as soon as I put a corkscrew through that cork and rip it out and pour it in their glass, they instantly know that this is not a run-of-the-mill wine. This is not a wine you can just find anywhere. This is very specific, and quite honestly, it's an honor. So, with Mom, drink it with someone you love on Mother's Day, or show them how important they are to you. And with Father's Day coming up in June, open this bottle with someone that really just means the world to you. Someone who invested in you. Someone who shared their light with you. Because really, one of the things we're all doing in this world is we are sharing borrowed light. I got so much light from my mother, I've gotten so much light from my father, that it is borrowed. It doesn't belong to me. I need to share my light with as many people as I possibly can. Introducing people to the right people, putting someone up for a job, telling someone they're doing a great job, just finding people that maybe are in that hole and jumping in there with them and digging them out. That's an important part of what Dad is as a wine. It's big, it's robust, it's beautiful, but it's not overpowering, just like a great dad should be. I absolutely miss my dad every single day. And the one thing I have learned since he's been gone is that the pain doesn't go away, you just get stronger. And you think of all the things that they did for you in your life, and it becomes a responsibility or an honor or a duty to do that for other people. If mom is unconditional love, dad is being the first phone call for as many people as you possibly can be. Open this bottle for someone who's the first phone call for you, and that's dad. Our third and final wine is Soulmates. We have mom and dad here, and in this photo, we have mom and dad together. I had a buddy of mine recently tell me that he wanted to find someone that he could look at the way I look at my wife. He wanted to find a soulmate. And I told him, I look at my wife because I didn't find a soulmate. Soulmates are something that is forged. Soulmates are things that over time and pressure and heat bond together to create something absolutely beautiful. This is a Syrah and a Cab. Syrah comes from our Windmill Ranch, Cab comes from our other vineyard. Two totally distinct histories, backgrounds, two totally different climates. But when we bring them together, it is a marriage. We've been celebrating my grandparents' marriage for years, and now we're celebrating my parents' marriage. And the one thing I have learned from my parents and being up close and personal in their lives is that not everything's perfect. Soulmates it's not a dream, it's not magic. Soulmates is deciding to show up for another person every single day of your life. It is time, it is pressure, and it is heat. So when we bring these two wines together, it's like bringing two different people together. And when you pour two people into one cup or two different wines into one barrel, it creates something that you can never separate. You can never remove soulmates from each other, because to separate the Syrah from the Cab would be impossible. But the beauty of this wine is there's not one that's overpowering the other. This is a 50-50 split. This is how a marriage should be. Both people giving 100% and only taking 50 back. So right there in the middle, there's always that beautiful 50 that is both of you coming together, looking out for each other, having each other's back. That's what Soulmates is about. Mother's Day, Father's Day, this wine is exactly the wine on any random day that you want to turn into a day that you remember for the rest of your life. Open this bottle, pour it on the porch, sit down, make a meal together. Remember why you love this person. Tell them why you love them. Let them tell you why they love you. Create a little bond, a little community, and celebrate the years that you've spent together or the years that you're going to be spending together in the future. That's the whole point of this wine. We have a 2024, a 2023, and another 2023. Every single one of these bottles is a time machine. You can go back to a location, a place. You can think back in time to, oh, remember that one time where we did this? That's exactly what all three of these wines are meant to do. They're meant to be opened. They're meant to be shared. They're meant to be invested. They're meant to create community. And once you do that, once you stop, throw the phone off to the side, because the phones have absolutely failed us, and invest into another person, you are going to find that they are investing back into you, and you are creating a bond that can never be separated. That's the goal of wine. The goal of wine is time travel. The goal of wine is to open something and create a memorable experience, and to create a community and a communion that you get to experience at 750 milliliters. There's only 4 glasses in each one of these bottles. You can either have 2 with 2 people, or if you have 4, everybody gets a glass. And in this world of, I'm gonna order my meal, you're gonna order your meal, and you're gonna have your own experience, I'm gonna have my own experience, the whole point of wine is everybody is experiencing the same thing at the same time. It's no algorithm. AI is not coming for any of this. This is as basic as you can get. We've been making wine for thousands of years, and the whole point of wine is community. It's to bring people together and bond, and to create something bigger and better after you drank the bottle than before it. So, mom, dad, soulmates. It's springtime. It's time of love. So I want you to open each one of these wines, report back to me. Tell me how great they were. Tell me about the people that you drank them with. DM me on Instagram, send me an email. I don't care. I want to hear about your stories. So this has been Keith Saarloos. And for the entire Saarloos & Sons family, live to honor those that have come before you and prepare the way for those yet to come.